Motown. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yay! Come on, y'all. How was the cartoon?
Come on up, Sylvester. Come on up, April. While they're coming up, again, we want to thank you all for coming and spending another Motown with us today. These events have been going on since September of last year, and each and every month that we have them, it gets better and better. And without you, we couldn't have done this. So thank you again for coming and celebrating another joyous Motown with us.
Michelle, clear up the Motown next month. Clear that up.
And just a reminder, our next Motown, next month, July 12th. So make sure you all mark your calendars, get your tickets, get your tables, so we can come and celebrate another Motown. So July 12th is our next Motown. But before I go any further, I want to give thanks to our bartenders who have been patient and getting through with all the people. Thank you again. I want to thank you for those who helped serve the food and prepare the food. Thank you. We also want to thank our front desk people and decorators, and I'm one of them. Thank you, ladies. And also, before I go on, I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for your patience. Because I'm telling you, trying to get a lot of people through the doors, it gets hectic. But we want to thank you for your patience, for letting us be able to get you all through to the doors and to your seats. And we also want to thank April and Sylvester for Grown Folk Productions for still pulling this together and keeping it all together. Next, we want to say happy birthday to all of those who came to celebrate their birthday tonight. So forgive me if I mispronounce your name or if I missed your name. Mary Lawson, happy birthday. Charlotte Thompson, happy birthday. Adria Brown, happy birthday. Trina Butler, happy birthday. Marva, happy birthday. Joe, and then there's a Joe Jackson, so I had two Joes. And Peggy, happy birthday. And if I missed anyone, happy birthday to you all. I also want to acknowledge our DJs, DJ Reggie and DJ Funk. They bring it fresh every month. Thank you, DJs. We appreciate you. Last but not least, this is the month of June, so you know what that means, right? Father's Day. I want to acknowledge all the fathers in the house tonight and wish you an early, happy Father's Day. So ladies, clap them up. We got to get louder than that. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, so we're going to get to the raffle, the 50-50 raffle, and the door prizes. We raised enough money to give 2 50-50 raffle door prizes. And then we have 3 door prizes to give. The 50-50 raffle is the red tickets. The door prizes are the yellow tickets that were given to you at the door. So make sure you have your yellow tickets for the door prizes. So first, we want to do the 50-50 raffle. That will be two 50-50 raffles, so whenever you all are ready, get your red tickets out.
Hell no!
Can someone come and pull our first 50-50 raffle ticket? You can pull our second one. You can pull our second one, Miss Lady. All right, everybody listening? Do you want the last four or the whole number? Okay, last four. You ready? The red tickets. 4, 6, 1, 4. 4, 6, 1, 4.
Mickey!
I want my money back.
Winning ticket. Oh, and I forgot the videographer. As you all know, that for the last few months that we have been videotaping, so I also want to thank the videographer who is putting us up on multimedia. Thank you. All right, our next number. The last four digits, 3888. Last four digits is 3888. Congratulations. All right, so our door prizes is 3. These are our yellow tickets, and these tickets are 2 free tickets to the next Motown event. And we're giving away 3 sets, which is 6 tickets. All right, so everyone please get your yellow tickets out. And our first number, everybody ready? 47. Congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry, can you? All right, the next number is 280. 280.
Can I get my ticket back?
Last but not least, 189. 189. Congratulations. Again, I want to thank you all for coming out and celebrating another Motown, another successful Motown. And again, July 12th is going to be our next one. And happy Father's Day to you, all you gentlemen. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful, blessed Father's Day. And we ask that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
We truly do thank y'all for coming out. But listen, don't forget about the all white on behalf of Grown Folk Productions, August the 9th. All white party right here. And that's always a blast. That's from 7 to 11. But the next time we're back here, I don't know how this little rumor gets started about we're not going to be back here. But every first Saturday of the month, except for next month because of the holiday, we'll be back in July 12th at Midday Motown. And starting up the third Saturday in July, we'll be over at the Chateau with Midday Motown, all right? For my Chateau crew. And then all the solar eclipse, any of the solar eclipse crew in here? Anybody? And yeah, August the 23rd, man, our Mon's Tulsa, getting ready to get set. Yes, sir. My man Bird, he took to what Ted over there, and my man Clyde. Yes, indeed, we'll be over there. And myself. You got a twin? Oh, thanks for that, Julie. Let me get the house lights. Can I get the house lights, please? One time. One time. When that turnaround comes, y'all gotta throw that hip, ladies. You gotta throw that hip. You ready? I wanna see y'all throw that hip. Let me see you working with it. Hit it. Like that this time. I know you're gonna dig this. right, let's cha-cha, y'all. Let's cha-cha. I want to see a lane now. Make sure I see a lane. Let's get it together. Let's get it right. I ain't got my lane, but it's okay. I might want to go down the lane. This is my twins weekend, y'all. I done stole this one from them. Everywhere I go, when I play it, I make sure I let them know. My big brother made this weekend. You know how when your big brother give you a toy and you love him so much? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, big brother. Geraldine Williams, step to the front door, please. Geraldine Williams. I'm going to take my twin in a little while, y'all, but in the meantime, yeah. I think I'm going to play one more, then I'm going to slow it down.
This is goodbye.
You wouldn't slow it down, young brother. Tag my twin. Back to back sound.
Boots on the ground, it looks so nice. Boots on the ground, it looks so nice. Wedding now, wedding band, wedding band, wedding band. Give me one time, give me two times. Hold on.
Let's jack y'all. Let's jack down. I want to see a lane now. Make sure I see a lane. Let's get it together. Let's get it right. Everybody go down the lane. This is my twins remix, y'all. I done stole this one from them. Everywhere I go, when I play it, I make sure I let them know. My big brother made this remix. You know how when your big brother give you a toy and you love it so much? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, big brother. Geraldine Williams, step to the front door, please. Geraldine Williams. I'm going to take my 20 in a little while, y'all, but in the meantime, yeah. I think I'm going to play one more, then I'm going to slow it down. y'all for a tag by twin. Back sound. Got one more slow, y'all. Then I'm turning to my twin.
Hoping to hear
want y'all to hang out with them. We're going to have a little fun before we get back into the party. Come on, y'all. Everybody know how to do the jerk? Let's do the jerk right quick, huh? If you know how to do the jerk, come on, do the jerk with me. Hey! Come on now. Come on, do the jerk. Hey! Back here with me, Motown. Follow up. Except for next month. It'll be the first Saturday of the month, midday. And then the third Saturday at the Chateau. First Saturday is here, third Saturday Chateau. Proud of that girl that won the tennis match. I'm so proud of it. Slow down, girl. Slow down, man. Then I knew. Oh, then I knew. I haven't seen a jerk up like that, but you keep running over. Back to work, y'all. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gents. Yeah, as we get ready for Father's Day, let's go, huh? Let's go.
I wanna pick it just for one. He said, well, if you insist, where you wanna go is destination anywhere. It's the West, I don't care. See my baby, no one will know more. This whole world ain't got nowhere to go. Any place, if you ever love someone, the way I love that man, should have just articulated, you could understand. East or west, I don't care. You see my baby, no one will know more. This whole world ain't got nowhere to go. 'Cause we did, it was sweet.
45. Those that know. Let's do the B-side of Beatles on the spin beat. Yeah, it's the B-side, y'all. Oh, we got my man sitting on this one. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I try to slow it down so you can keep up with me. Safe travels, baby. Purchase your tickets now for next month. You will always sit at the front door, 2912, right back here. Oh! I don't give a shit, we gonna dance you out your shoes, huh? Sweet baby. Oh, keep it right there, boy. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Yeah. Oh, take the ring. man Calvin Candy. Thank you, Candy. We always ask that to me with God Savior, huh? So we do it again. Oh, when the last time you danced was right here. Oh, we have the whole gang on. Oh, hang with me. Hang with me. I say.
I keep back. Keep looking like a movie star. And you're the one and you won't get far. But anyway, you got what it takes. You got what it takes to set my soul on fire. You got what it takes to make. Now you don't live in a beautiful place. You don't dress as the best of it takes. And make a big you're such a beautiful thing. But anyway, you got what it takes. You got what it takes to set my soul on fire. You got what it takes for me. Now when you hear me, ooh-wee, my head goes around. And when you kiss me, oh yeah, my love comes tumbling down. You say me, you know, in a beautiful place. You don't dress the best of the takes. And you're such a beautiful place. But anyway, you got what it takes. You got what it takes to set my soul on fire. You got what it takes for me. Now when you're near me, little girl, my hands around. And when you kiss me, oh yeah, my love comes tumbling down. You say me, you don't live in a beautiful place. You don't dress the best of the taste. And it's such a beautiful thing.
I got what it takes.
You got what it takes to set the soul.
Sarah, Mama, Massey,
You got what it takes to me. Oh yeah. You got what it takes. Don't need no
drummer, please. All right, Captain. Always an honor, Vince. You and for the wife, Theon. You heard that time, right, baby?